My name's Luke Johnson. I'm chairman of Giraffe and Patisserie Valerie restaurants, and I run a private equity business called Risk Capital Partners. I think the key business challenge is trying to generate growth, because I think in a flat economy, the only way you can expand is by taking market share, which is always difficult because most fields are competitive. So it's about adding revenues so that you can expand and invest, and that's what business is about. So achieving growth is the great challenge. Well, I think the most important single piece of advice that I heard fairly early on, and I tend to pass on to people who are thinking of starting up their own company, is to not give a personal guarantee. Often banks, when they're lending you money, or finance companies, or even landlords on a lease or something, ask you to give a personal guarantee. But the trouble with that is that if things went wrong, it might be called, and conceivably you could even lose your home or be made bankrupt. And there's normally another way to finance things. And so I would encourage those people who are faced with a demand for a personal guarantee to seek an alternative source of funding and keep looking. Well, I think in business it's been the fact that don't get involved with an industry that's undergoing massive structural change, and you're on the wrong side of that. I invested in a company called Borders Bookshops, and I sort of fell in love with the bookshop business, and I thought I was buying it very cheaply. It was a turnaround, but actually the enormous influence of Amazon and the internet, and the fact that supermarkets now sell a lot of books at huge discounts, mean that the traditional bookshops are really struggling. And I was misguided in my idea that I could fight the tide. Well, there's only one piece of advice as far as I'm concerned, and that's that they've got to start their own business, because I think you get more freedom and independence. I think you control your own destiny in a way you never will if you work for other people, and you get the creative satisfaction of building something. And if you're going to start your own business, probably the best thing to do would be buy my new book, Start It Up.